Hey there everyone, welcome back to another Game Vault video. As always, I'm Captain Beefy with the Game Vault. We're going to talk about this game right here, Black Myth Wukong today. Not so much about the game, but around a controversy that's occurring with this game and how some pieces seem to be falling together with this whole DEI thing. And it looks like DEI really doesn't care about diversity, equity, inclusion. It's just a money-making scam, and everybody's got their hand out. So, let's cue up the music and we'll get right to it. Alright, so special shout out to Smash JT and his website here, Kotaku Detected. We'll leave a link to it down below in the description so you can check it out yourself. But he's been assembling together the people that work at Kotaku, as well as their allies and former members of them and where they've gone on to go. We all know about Alyssa Mercante, who has been all over the gaming news recently and offering to fight people and then backing down, trying to dox people. She's had a personal vendetta against JT and all that, and she's just been an all-around piece of shit for quite some time now. In fact, she's kind of like Frost 2.0 in gaming right now. And I don't know what she plans on gaining from all this, but I mean, I'd love to see her out of gaming forever because she's a pig and completely worthless as a human being. Now we've got this clown down here. Let's see, where is he? I know he's in here somewhere. Oh, Jason Schreier, what a puss you are. Here's Chris Kindred. He's another clown. He works for Sweet Baby Inc. now. And here's the founder of Sweet Baby Inc., right? Sweet Baby Inc., as you all well know, is a company that focuses on diversity, equity, and inclusion. And they are a consultancy firm that works with various developers to make your games inherently worse by filling it with homosexuality and forced diversity that makes the game, that will take you out of the game in a heartbeat and just generally makes everything worse than it was beforehand. You can thank them for, hits like Forspoken and that recent one that was set in Africa that probably could have been a good game had these assholes not been involved in it, if it had just been made on its own. But, it is what it is. These guys also help with the highly successful Suicide Squad Killed the Justice League and other games like that. So, yeah. But this is what we're talking about here. We've got quite the group of clowns here. Nick Calandra, wow, this guy, what a dirtbag he's turned out to be. Yeah, they're all just disgusting, awful human beings. And here are the DEI consultation groups. There's old Sweet Baby that got the ball rolling on all this bullshit. Black Girl Gamers, which, yeah, they're just awful human beings. Hit Detection, which was working with, what was the recent game that they just popped up with? Oh, was it? I forget now. There's just so many of them. Oh, Silent Hill 2 remake. Yeah. They're the ones that shit all over Silent Hill 2 and made it just terrible, terrible looking game. Silverstring Media, Weird Ghosts, Nine Saga. Oh my god, how many of these in Social Impact, Baby Ghost, Save Point, Take This? How much of this is going on out there, and what a clown show it is, and what a scam it is, right? So, let's go back to Mark Kern here. Grums, our favorite guy on X. Black Myth Wukong $7 million shakedown by SBI. Black Myth game developer Game Science claims companies like Sweet Baby Inc. are asking the studio for $7 million in guidance fees to fix their game and studio image. Game Science was slammed by IGN for its founder's sexual innuendo and remarks which they claimed was sexist. The studio claims the attacks were made in order to extort the guidance fees, which they refused to pay. The founder of the studio has a controversial style that easily get him in trouble with the wrong think crowd. Wow. So, this is where we are with SBI right now. This is where we are with DEI. We are trying to extort money. And I wonder, is this what these guys are doing? Are they picking apart? Is that what these consultancy firms do? Is they pick apart social media of the developers and the people involved, and they find bad things and they go to him and they're like, hey, we're going to expose this and make a big deal out of it and start a campaign against you unless you, give us money. Is that what's going on? I'm just guessing here. That would not surprise me, although this group of clowns doesn't look like they could intimidate a 5-year-old. If any of them walked into my office and said something like that to me, I'd put a boot right in their ass, tell them to get the fuck out and never come back in. But, that's just me. And I guess China and I have that in common because that's basically what they're doing here. How Black Myth Wukong Developers' History of Sexism is Complicating Its Journey to the West by Rebecca Valentine. This is, I think, this might be from IGN. I'm not 100% sure where this story came from, but it probably is. Wouldn't surprise me. But, a headless bard strumming on a 3-string instrument called the Sanxian sits leisurely on an exposed root of a great gnarled tree, seemingly alone with a brown, parched wilderness of grass and bushes. Yet from the sky, several cloaked figures give chase to a fleet-footed Sun Wukong, the eponymous hero of Black Myth Wukong, as he carves a bloody path towards the derelict temple, blah, 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 blah. So this is a Souls-like game developed by the studio Game Science. Release date is set sometime this year, and it's a Chinese indie studio. It's not the kind of game that I'm looking forward to playing. It's not my type of game. I'm not huge into Souls-like games, but you know what? More power to them. I think more indies need to get out there. And if they're going to have this kind of attitude toward DEI places like Sweet Baby Inc. and these kind of companies, and they're going to flip them the middle finger and tell them to go to hell, well, you know what? They're going to have my support. And you know what? I'll probably buy it, even if I don't play it, just to support this company and help them realize that they can be successful without worrying about DEI. And to show other companies that, the money I would have spent on your game, I spent on these guys because they're not assholes. They're not scumbags. So, here is, I think it's English translation. The reason why the team behind Black Myth Wukong has been subjected to persistent sexist attacks and slander since their first promotional video is because they have consistently refused political correctness guidance and rejected the extortionate guidance fees of millions of dollars demanded by these political correctness teams. Actually, such teams are quite common in Europe and America. They interfere with works like Assassin's Creed, Dying Light 2, Stay Human, which I played, and you know what? I did find that game to be... It was nowhere near as good as the first one. Part of it was some of the gameplay mechanics and all that. But part of it also was, there was a lot of gayness in it and stupid crap like that. It just felt weird and overly, I don't know. It just, you could feel the filth of DEI in that game. And God of War with its Black Frost Giant lady, again, I love her acting. I think she did fantastic. But come on, man. By pushing for politically correct female protagonists, these changes are the direct result of the interference and guidance of such teams. Game Science teams refuse to communicate with these groups and reject their interference. Most importantly, they refuse to pay the exorbitant $7 million in guidance fees. This is the direct reason why they are being attacked and slandered. Some justifications are based on the team's lack of diversity or representation, which doesn't align with the political correctness standards. A typical example is an article by a major IGN writer criticizing Hogwarts Legacy and refusing to evaluate or promote it due to its alleged lack of political correctness. It's bad out there. Regarding the issue that gaming content must cater to female players, I have always been extremely confused as I look at the way I position my product and say loudly into the mirror, my game is for girls. If this is not the case, then you have to think about what the majority of girls want. If you make such a product, like the way gaming is depicted in Black Mirror, where players need to earn spending points through extremely simple in-game behaviors, such as riding bicycles or growing flowers and plants, and using these points to purchase various European and American brands, and new Japanese novelty products that are in season, So they're talking about the difference between men and women and how the G-spot of men and women in games are fundamentally different. It's not determined by the gaming environment, but by biological conditions. This is proven a lot with toys and stuff like that, too. And I know people are going to argue out there that gender is only a construct and all that, and blah, blah, blah. And you can argue till you're blue in the face, and you can quote whatever left-wing insane study you want to quote. I really don't care. Boys are boys, girls are girls. There's nothing else. Gender is not a spectrum, and I'm sorry if that offends you, but a man will never be a woman and a woman will never be a man. It's just the way it is. You can feel however you want to feel. That is fine. That is your right as a human being, and I support you in that. But I am not going to join in on your delusion. That's just not me. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to be like, hey, Steve, yeah, oh yeah, you definitely look like a girl now. Oh, Stephanie, yeah. No, I can't do that, Steve. I'm sorry. You're always going to be Steve to me. You know, that's just the way it is. But whatever. You know, Steve likes to play with girly games, and Steve can play with girly games. That's up to him. But yeah, so it's really crazy what's going on with this whole Black Myth Wukong thing and Sweet Baby Inc. And, you know, and now we got IGN involved. And it really makes me wonder when I go back to this, since these people, you know, worked together in various ways, like Chris Kindred, you know, working to oust JT, Smash JT, you know, Nick Calandra doing the same thing, trying to oust him, get him fired from his job, whatever. This clown, Alyssa Mercante. I think they're all working together. I think, and this is just me speculating, but I can almost guarantee you, knowing how humans are and how despicable they are and how disgusting these kind of people are, these leftist weirdos who, I mean, there's something in the eyes about them, this insanity to them, that is just really gross. And you can tell that they're poisoned, you know? They're sick, disgusting people. Look at this one. No one's fooled, dude. You are a guy. You know what I mean? It's absolutely... This clown, Anita Sarkeesian, who married herself because she can't find a guy pathetic enough to slip her the old brujol. I mean, god damn. This one here, this cam girl. Yeah, all of them, man. They're all just garbage human beings. Here's another one. I can't tell if this is a dude. This is probably a dude, but if not, I'm sorry, Mary. Dude here for sure. If not, sorry. You can't even tell anymore because they're so gross. You know, they just don't take any care of themselves. They're absolute pigs. But what I'm trying to say is they're working together, these journalists with these companies. I guarantee you, for every article they write to slander a company or to, you know, fight against a company, they're probably making money from these SBI, you know, these, DEI companies here. You know, Sweet Baby Inc. Hey, if you write articles on this, we'll throw you 100 grand, 10 grand, whatever. Because I know these guys aren't making any money through Kotaku or whatever they're doing right now. They can't be. It's such a garbage brand. Kotaku can't be making any money. I mean, I'm surprised they haven't gone out of business yet. And I know, you know, Kotaku did talk about firing all these assholes and getting real people in there, but they haven't done that yet. And they probably won't. You know, they're probably going to have to get bought up and dismantled or whatever, rebranded completely, because why would anybody... You know, it all makes sense when you look at it through the lens of money. Okay? Everybody wants money, right? These people have no moral center, no ethical boundaries. They'll try to destroy your family. They'll try to destroy your job. Smash JT is a guy with wife and kids. And they're going after, you know, a place he used to work, I guess, from my understanding. That's some information some clown found and published. I think it was this dirt bag down here. Where is he? Yeah, Nick Calandra here. You know, they go and they do this kind of stuff, right? And they will destroy you. And, you know, and Smash JT was saying something like, you know, they want to destroy me because of my opinion on video games. But you're wrong on that one, brother. You're wrong on that one. They want to destroy you because you're getting dangerously close to exposing the scam that's existing and the money that's exchanging hands between Sweet Baby Inc. and people like Alyssa Mercante. I guarantee you that is exactly what's happening here. Is it illegal? I don't know if it's illegal. Is it unethical? It's definitely unethical. You know, definitely. I would say it violates the rules of journalism, but none of these people are journalists. These are just dirtbags that are dirtbag activists running around pretending to be journalists when all they really care about is making money and pushing their agenda and getting rage clicks and all that kind of stuff. So tell me what you think down below. Do you think that these dirtbags are extorting money from video game companies and that's why this is such a hot topic right now and that's why they're going after Smash JT so hard? I guarantee it. I guarantee it. I don't have evidence, you know. I know I'm just one of those conspiracy theory guys on the internet, but when this comes out in 3 or 4 months, we'll come back and we'll talk about it again. If you found this video interesting at all, please leave a like on it down below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and ring that bell for notifications. I'll see you guys next time. Until then, peace.